Today, we are going to explain how the consulate, which caters to over 2.6 million Indians living in Dubai and Northern Emirates of Sharjah, Ajman, Umm Al-Quwain, Fujairah and Ras Al Khaimah, how do we provide our service to our Indians for everything they need, whether it's a passport, whether it's attestation, whether it's a visa, and so many things. You must have heard a lot about Consulate General of India, but you might not be aware there is a big team working all the round the clock for you, 365 days, just to make sure that all Indians living in our consular jurisdiction in Dubai and Northern Emirates, they live peacefully, they live with ease, and whatever the service they require, we do provide them at the earliest possible and with the ease. The building you are seeing here, was made originally in 1993, but then again renovated in 2013. So this building has around 100 India-based and local officials who are working here around the clock, and also we have huge facilities in terms of conferences. We have a huge auditorium of a capacity of 300 people, but due to COVID right now we are not utilizing those services much. Now we are in the main reception foyer area of the consulate. The most important part of the consulate, we would like to introduce you to the bust of Mahatma Gandhi, along with the preamble of India on the background and some of the greatest Indian freedom fighters in the background. So this is the one, and we have the Bhagavad Gita in front of this. So this gives us an inspiration to serve tirelessly for the Indian community. We are driven by the principles and ideals of Mahatma Gandhi, and we do follow it by letter and spirit in all our work and deeds. Now I'm taking you to the main atrium area, and which is also used as public gathering for the consulate officials as well as recreational area. Now we are in the office of our Consul General, Dr. 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗲, a very young and dynamic officer who have joined in July last year, but during his small tenure of 6 months, he has taken a number of initiatives for the welfare of Indian community. He is dedicated, young and energetic, and I would like you to introduce, and we would like to listen a message from our Consul General, Dr. 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗲.
As you know, the COVID-19 pandemic has devastated the global economy, and one of the most serious impacts has been on job loss. Therefore, here in the consulate, we are working closely with key stakeholders like academia and industry to ensure that we can upskill and retrain the Indian blue-collar workers living in the UAE, prepare them for the jobs which would be available in a post-COVID-19 economy. I would also like to say that the consulate is always working towards reaching out and becoming more accessible to members of the Indian community, and we recently launched the PBSK app, which you must download in your phones, which will make it easier for you to connect with the consulate.
Now I'll just going to introduce with our Head of Chancery. Head of Chancery is responsible for the entire finance, administration, protocol and security of the consulate. And meet our Consul, Mr. Sanjeev Kumar. It is his chamber, and he looks after the entire personnel matter of the officers who are posted here. Dear friends, I'm just now introducing to our Consular and Labor, Mr. Jitendra Singh Negi. Jitendra Singh is Negi for all the consular matter and the labor matters, the labor issues also. He is also in charge for the Indian community welfare fronts, and also in charge for all the grievances under Madad, and also finances related, whatever the revenue we generate in the Indian community welfare fund, how these funds are better utilized for the welfare of the Indian public. Now I am introducing to our senior most officer in the consulate, Mr. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 𝗏𝗏𝗃. He is looking after the economic affairs as well as education. As you know, the education is the very important thing, because we have lakhs of Indian students and we have several Indian universities also. He is also in charge for the Expo 2020 as of now. I am now taking you to one of the most important wing of our consulate, which is the passport wing. Every year we issued more than 2 lakh passports, which roughly comes to 800 passports every day. And this is our dedicated passport wing who does an extraordinary job despite the COVID pandemic. You can see they are working day and night to deliver that your passport, which is your identity in this foreign land, reaches you in the time and without hassles. So this is our entire passport team. We have more than 20 members here. I would like to introduce you to our Consul Passport, Mr. 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗃. He is in charge of the passport wing. He is in charge not only for the passport, but he is looking after several aspects of the consulate right now. Passports, attestation.
Our dedicated team of 28 people who is working at the Indian Consulate is always there to help you all. So for any queries, please reach out to passport.dubai@mea.gov.in. And recently we've also launched a mobile application. There are frequently asked questions about the passport. Related to passport, you can check the status of your passport application in PBSK app.
This is the place where we do print your passports. So we have 4 passport printing machines and a very dedicated staff here who make sure that before printing of your passport, all the errors are eliminated, all the data feeded is correct. This is our commerce wing. This is the wing who is responsible for the all bilateral trade queries, organizing the seminars. Now I will take you to another section related to the passport and emergency certificate. You must have listened about this. So many, before a passport is issued, it goes through 8 to 10 stages. And there are various stages including checking of the data into the computers and everything. So now we are in the consular wing where we meet the people to address their grievances. Not only this, consular wing is also entrusted with the marriage cases and other several dispute cases and the counseling matters also. Apart from that, there are jail cases. There are people who are lodged in the jails. There are also some disputes. So we have a dedicated team of our officers here. This is a part of our consular wing. So they are people who are in touch with the jail authorities, who are in touch with the labor courts, all the labor disputes. They are constantly in touch. They do translate all the papers in Hindi to Arabic to be sent to the local authorities. And they really do a hard work so that all the laborers and the jail people who are lodged in jails or having any legal disputes with the employers, their grievances are resolved at the earliest. I would like to introduce to our Consul Labor, Mr. Harjeet Singh. Harjeet Singh ji in charge of the labor wing here. Labor wing primarily deals with all the issues faced by the labor, whether it's a non-payment of salary. Some of are very distressed. They need any assistance. Also, they have several disputes also with us sometimes. So he's the major person who is providing the recently in the COVID times also he was interested with so many relief provided to the blue collar workers. I would like to introduce our Chief Security Officer, Mr. 𝗬𝗵𝗔. His designation is Protocol and Welfare Officers, but his main concern is to make sure that all the people who are living in the consulate, they live peacefully, they work in a very congenial environment, and make sure that all visitors who are coming here, there is no untoward incidents, and there are several incidents, and he has played a very important role to ensure the security of our entire personnel. So now we are in the visa section and OCI card section of the consulate. So in the pandemic situation, though a lot of the tourist visa has been suspended, but we are still issuing entry visa, people of Indian origin. We are issuing entry visa, medical visa and business visas and other types visa except tourist visa. We have our officer, Mr. Kashmiri Lal, who is the visa officer here. Mr. Kashmiri Lal is a very, very helpful person who has been doing a great job in ensuring that all the visa and other community-related services are imparted on time. So this is the visa wing where we do issue. This is our dedicated team of the visa officers over here. We have a dedicated that section who deal with all the paperwork required either for the local cremation, burial, or transportation of our mortal remains. So this section works round the clock, and anybody who requires any service, even the middle of the night, we are always there. You just give our call on our toll-free number or our dedicated number. We do a lot of work in the end, and I would like to introduce to my dedicated team. They have been doing an extraordinary effort. Believe me, it is their sheer work that all the people sufferings who are really suffering with the loss of their near and dear ones, at least we ensure that at least there is no delay on the part of the paperwork. We are thankful to Mr. Nasir also. He really works hard. He works hard to serve the community, especially in the mortal remains. We have a section over here. So where we do we entertain all the problems related to the laborers. We have a special section for the distressed women here. Not only the domestic helpers who do come here on several problems. We have our team of very dedicated women here. We ensure that the women's cases are dealt with the women only, so they understand in a better way. I would like to introduce and show you the most important part of our consulate, that is the 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗀 Sahayata Kendra. This center was inaugurated 3 months back only. And we have a team of 7 officers over here, dedicated 7 officers, who is supervised by our Consul Shri Rajbir Singh ji. As you can see, this is a call center. As we always tell you, 800-46342. 800 India is our toll-free number, and it is working round the clock. These are the people who are talking to the people in different languages. We have the Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, Hindi, English, and all other vernacular languages as far as possible. We do register their complaint. We make sure that their email or whatever the grievances we get from the people, they are addressed to. We have our reception also, reception area where the people can walk in for any issues they can entertain. We have a dedicated team of our women officers over here in the PDSK. You can see once you enter the consulate, they can handle all whatever the queries or whatever the problems you are facing. They will be able to provide you some answer. I have given you a complete physical tour of our consulate and various wings. As you can see how big the organization is, how important it is for you to know how the back work or the work which is not seen by others is, you can feel how much the zeal we have to serve the Indian community. We are here to serve you at any time. As Consulate General's spokesman, I really wish that you connect with us on our toll-free number 800-46342, or please write to us on Twitter handle at CGI Dubai, and we need your support so that we can achieve the thing that together we can.